Hello, Jeff here. I'm going to show you how you can use HubSpot to personalize emails to users based off of product usage data that lives in your data warehouse. In our case today, we're going to walk through sending a free trial report, letting a user know all the cool things that they did throughout a free trial and encouraging them to upgrade. Now in our case, we're going to imagine a digital whiteboarding software like a Miro or even a Canva or Whimsical. And the typical flow for folks is that they go ahead and they create an account. Then they can do a bunch of fun stuff like creating canvases and sharing canvases. And then we hope that they go on to purchase a paid plan. Now, what we're going to do is at the end of those 14 days, we're going to send an email reminding folks of all of the amazing things that they've done and why they should upgrade. In HubSpot, this looks a little bit like the following. I have a marketing email here called Trial Usage Report. And I'm using custom fields in order to fill in product usage data about a particular user. So we're saying, hey, first name, thanks so much for trialing Marker, our software. We've come together so far. You've created this many canvases and you've shared this many for users as active as you. We recommend our Pro plan. Now, in order for this email to do well, we know that we need this information to be accurate. And so in HubSpot, I've created 2 custom fields for the number of canvases created and canvases shared. And I'm going to go fill these up with data directly from our Snowflake data warehouse. In Census, I've gone ahead and I've connected HubSpot, and I've also connected a Snowflake data warehouse. And I'm going to be using our Audience Hub today in order to sync data directly from Snowflake to HubSpot using a point-and-click interface. I've set up 2 entities, telling Census which data sets are our users and which are our events that those users have taken. And now I'm going to create 2 calculated fields to indicate at the user level how many canvases were created per user and how many canvases were shared. So I'm going to go ahead and click New Calculated Field, number of canvases shared. Set this up at the user level. I'm going to count the number of events with a name equal to share canvas right here. I'll go ahead and I'll save that. Now I can go ahead and create a sync and sync both of these custom fields, calculated fields, over into HubSpot. Going and selecting our user's entity, syncing it to the contact object in HubSpot. I'm just going to update our users, not create any new ones. I'm going to map the data in the data warehouse to our users in HubSpot based on email. And then I'm going to map to those 2 custom fields that we have created and shared. So here's the data that lives in that user's data set, those calculated fields. Next up, I'm going to set this up to run a sync now. While this is running, I can walk through several features to make this easier to manage later on. So here in our configuration tab, we can go ahead and schedule this sync to run on a regular cadence, like a daily schedule, weekly schedule, even hourly or every 15 minutes. Really, it's up to you. I can also go ahead and set up alerts on this. So if, for example, any records are rejected by the HubSpot API, say, hey, the data, there's some users that exist in your Snowflake data warehouse that don't exist in HubSpot and you're trying to update them, HubSpot will let you know, hey, this user does not exist. You can let us know how many of those rejections and errors from the HubSpot API will trigger us to go ahead and reach back out to you as the user. But at this point, it looks like our sync is completed. I can head over to our contacts in HubSpot and we can see that this data has now been populated. Now if I take a random user, say this Catlin right here, I'm going to see what the email looks like for her. looking at Catlin. Great. We have a personalized email recommending that Catlin upgrades. And we have reason to believe that this is going to do better than a generic email because we're actually justifying why Catlin should go ahead and upgrade. And with that, we've gone ahead and personalized a message and ensuring that we're sending the right message to users based off of product usage data that you might have in your data warehouse like Snowflake. Thanks.